rounds. This is great. I mean, it's so nice for VP that actually SK's called a setup. That's a brilliant transfer, isn't it? But the setup is, you know, 2 lane, 1 on the bomb site, and that call, because when that hit comes in, if you're SK, if you're the defense, you still don't know it's everyone out halls. Oh god, Fur's gonna get a huge battle they line up, but brilliant trade from Pasha.
That could have been the end of the round right then and there, but they managed to take care of Fur. Pasha still pushing up behind the smoke. Fallen not seeing anyone pushing through just yet. And Virtus.Pro, do they realize? They probably don't. That Taco has gone on an adventure and has now reached all the way to T-spawn. Neo, there's absolutely no way you could know this. Okay. This man has been playing Counter-Strike longer than almost anybody else, but this spray, he tries to make the transfer. It looked like something was telling him that maybe there was something going on. I mean, it just doesn't seem possible. Fallen gets the kill on Pasha, and a great comeback here from SK. Probably going to be winning this round. Bialy on 6 health, and they've got 3 men stacked at the bomb side. They've even got Bialy following up, sorry, not Bialy, but Taco following up behind here and locking them in.
If Neo had cleared that flank all the way, I don't know what I would have done. That would have been too much for me. But brilliant even to consider the possibility. Taco making a great flank, and you can see SK's evacuated everyone off the A bomb site. They're all here. Surely no chance, and Cold Zera coming through the smoke. Does find Taz as Bolts takes out his teammate. Again, another round traded back and forth. Neither team able to string them together.
Look at the guy's face.
His face
as well.
is the best part. It's a whole package, really.
It's gonna say, no, it's not gay to love Fallen. You've got every right. Well, what a situation this is. I can hardly believe it. 7-6 SK Gaming. They've got the money lead. They've got everything going on. Smoke is up, and there is a bit of a jump up on the wall for trying to see if he can get the early advantage, and actually he's just going to go aggressive. They could probably guess that BP don't have the money.
SK is starting to get pretty aggressive on the sides of the map here, just trying to find some information. We saw Taco obviously last round with the big play. This time it's aggression towards Banana. And that's one thing actually VP's kind of struggled to do is once SK has control of the car or that half wall, they really haven't been able to force them back without taking heavy casualties.
Bialy gonna jump down. Looked like he could have caught Taco off guard. They're gonna lose Cold Zera in the exchange. But with the bomb drop back there, Taz still has quite a bit of work to do. He's got the time for it. That's maybe the one thing here. So shoulder peek comes out. Taco knows it. And backup is being called for, making Taz very uncomfortable. He's gonna get the first fight. Looking for a headshot. Has to be quick. SK, the bomb is not down yet. They're fighting just a bit more. Maybe they need to. I don't mind that they try to help out the pit player in Taco, but now you've got the bomb. Slow it down.
Yeah, Taz has done a great job of kind of predicting where that next player is going to peak, and he's actually done a phenomenal job of finding some one-on-ones all across this map in this situation. This will be the tough one. The angle that Fallen's at, and he is going to win it. Another one-on-one, but Fallen comes out on top. Going into the last round as well.
Very interesting here. Look like all the time that Virtus.Pro are on the edge of making something work, so that they're cracking open the bomb sites. They're getting some important kills to make it onto the sites, but SK is slowing it down all the time and really doing a good job. Bolts is at 13 kills, tied with Taco there.
Yeah, I mean it's been a great job for SK winning these rounds despite some adversity, because there was that section where they traded 3 or 4 rounds back and forth, these two teams, and at any point if VP had strung 2 together, this would have been a huge half for them. You're talking like 9 rounds or 10 rounds for VP on the T side. And SK Gaming was just barely able to hold on and now have a lead of their own. No matter what happens into the second half, the question is how much. Neo on a CZ, Bialy on a Galil, and nades are going to start running low, and they just don't even want to mess with Banana on this round. And this is where the trouble becomes for VP, not necessarily being able to force back or pressure that one player that's there. They haven't wanted to mess with it, is there's now 4 players today that they have to deal with.
Smoke raining down, a lot of them towards the pit where nobody is holding. So all of those grenades for nearly nothing Fallen to get the kill on Taz. That's such a deep investment for Virtus.Pro, and right now it does not seem to be paying off. We're under a minute, and they have no grenades left here on the VP side. Luckily for them, Fallen peaks, Bolts out in the open, a huge overextension, and he He's going to go down. Bialy with that great pickup now. Fur has managed to rotate all the way in. And that smoke is almost miraculous. That makes them cross. Are they going to be able to make it around the corner? Fur is hot on their heels. 34 seconds here. They need to get that bomb down before the rest of the rotation comes in. Fur lining them up with a great double kill. And that will be 9 rounds here for SK Gaming towards the end. Very good first half, in my opinion.
Yeah, great aggression from Fur as well. Just continuing to push down Banana when he feels no pressure. Getting aggressive, getting behind him, even though he gets smoked off, going right through as soon as his teammates feel pressure. That was well done. But that's the thing. SK, again, 4 players in that bomb site. Even when they lose 2 players on Rap side, BP could have pushed the issue and wrapped around that bomb site, because I thought, why not do that? Why not split into that site? But either way, SK comes out on top, and considering they won pistol and lost the second round, that's not bad from SK at all.
No, I think they're going to be excited about this current situation. Big question, obviously, is whether or not they can win the pistol on the second half. If they could do that, then I would say they've got a really good shot at lining up for a 1-1 in the maps.
This is also the half where, you know, we've talked a little bit about how Pasha was struggling in that first half on the T side with the AWP. This is the half where you'd expect him to come alive a little bit. Pasha's had some pretty iconic games in his career with the AWP on Inferno.
Yeah, absolutely true. I mean, we sort of followed him a bit in the first half. There weren't even many times where I thought, oh, you know, he gave away a big opportunity there or something. It just seemed like every time SK had either too much utility to put the AWP into play, or they just had positions where he couldn't find anyone.
Yeah, and that's the problem with, or maybe not the problem, but that's just the difficulty that operators go through on that T side is no matter what happens, like you're just going to have some halves where you just don't get any of the fights you want. You don't get the time. Snack's giving the stare.
Had me frozen for a moment there. All right.
Mesmerized in those eyes.
Audience in play. We saw a variant of this when we were in Poland for the major.
Yeah, that was insane to witness, wasn't it? The whole crowd. And here it's joined by a chance of Virtus Pro as well.
Yeah, the crowd there at the PGL major was unbelievable. I still have dreams about that. Need to go back there at some point, definitely. So not sure what the holdup is right now. Hopefully it will get underway soon and we can get back in the game. But what's your preference for a pistol round on the T side here? If you're Virtus Pro, or sorry, if you're SK and you just want to make sure that you can get in and win this round.
I would like to see, I mean, I think the first thing that you do, and I've seen SK do this a number of times, and actually a lot of teams do it, it's not particular to SK, but, you know, run up Banana, force back any of the defenses that are there is always a good call on the C. Like, you can't go wrong with that on the T side, unless you're going to do some kind of fast play towards A, obviously, but, I mean, having control of that top Banana, or at least forcing the CTs into the site is the first step, because it denies information. And then, I mean, if you go to A, I always like the joint pressure going up lane and coming out the balcony. That can be so difficult to stop. And sometimes if you do that on the T side, you even just get like an easy bomb site, because it can be very difficult to hold, like, you know, balcony or pit with a USP against Glocks that are jumping out. So sometimes teams just play retake, which I think is a very bad strategy for CT sides. But, I mean, some teams just do it because they have no better answer.
Do you want to know, Moses, not that it's at all applicable to this game, what my matchmaking team does on this map?
I actually would love to. I would love to know.
I know you've been dying.
Yeah.
You've been itching for it. Now that we're waiting anyway, we usually try and get 3 men on the T ramp that don't show themselves at all. Definitely don't show themselves in middle. Right. Don't show themselves on Banana either. Then we got like 1 or 2 people who go into the A apartments and just make a bit of noise, try and go for a kill towards pit or that balcony.
Okay.
And as soon as that engagement happens, as soon as the first kill happens, no matter which way it happens, you just rush Banana. And half the time, there's going to be like a CT player that snuck out to try and take a look, and you can run him over.
I've played with you before. I know your playstyle. You are one of the players that's hiding on the T ramp, isn't it?
Obviously, I'm not an idiot. I don't want to get killed.
You are the one letting your teammates do all the work.
I just want my score to be really high at the end of the game, Moses. That way I can point my finger at everybody else and say, why you guys aren't doing anything? What's going on?
That sounds like you. I like it. High fives being exchanged. I think we're going to get back into this one. I'm just guessing. I could be entirely wrong. But I hear the timer clicking, I feel. Yeah,
we've got all the right signs as well. No headsets are off. No one standing up.
Everyone's talking again?
Yeah, it's all good, I think. Well, cables being thrown around. All right.
That's a bad sign. Loose cables being thrown around?
Yeah, don't want any of that. No, I think they're close. They're really close. Has Bolt's got his camera, his face cam pointed directly into the ceiling?
Just turn it around at some point.
Yeah. Bit paranoid, isn't it?
That'd be epic.
Just does not want to get filmed, apparently.
No, he doesn't want a face cam.
Well, beautiful cinematic shots here.
Have you ever seen your own face when you play Counter-Strike?
Yeah, because I used to try. I don't know. I just try not to look at it.
I make such stupid faces during Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I think people always say, Anders, you look so angry, because I'm focused. I can't help it. Dualies in play. The game is live again. 9-6 in favor of SK Gaming. Second half coming up here. Second map, the grand finals. And if you're just joining us, then a big welcome. It's a best of 5, so you've got plenty of Counter-Strike still to come. And Fur going to be sneaking in with a perfect opening, taking down Snacks.
That can't be the plan. Surely. Ooh, that's nice. Pasha going to go for more, though, and he gets dropped by those dualies. But certainly that's an oversight that Snacks had no one watching. I don't know, maybe he expected Pasha to actually be in that stairwell? But that's as free as a kill as you're ever going to get.
Yeah, that was very easy, but I'm disappointed, though. Bolts threw away the dualies. Oh, wow. Bialy to take down Fallen. Love to see that. Bolts trying to go aggressive with the USP. Should have stuck with the dualies, I guess. Now inside of the bomb site, trying to hold on is Virtus.pro. Taz with a headshot. 50 seconds, he's going to swing wide. He almost takes down Bolts. That could have gone horribly wrong. Somehow Virtus.pro still come out on top of this fight. If they can win this pistol round, then it's anybody's game. Cold Zero wants the high ground there. Bolts is going to win the fight anyway. Now it's a 2-on-2. Neo missing a huge chance there. I have no idea how Bolts is still alive in this pistol round. And Cold Zero now on the side looking for it. Bolts still surviving. His face ducked down behind the wall, trying to see if he can make it out of the round. Neo hasn't even reloaded yet, and Bolts is going to get the headshot. I can't believe it. And Bolts again, quad kill, taking down Virtus.pro. Yeah, I would be shaking my head too. How's he alive?
I don't know. I don't know how he didn't get that kill initially on Taz and Lane as well. So a very big turn of events for Bolts in that round, where he's probably starting to apologize to his teammates for missing an easy kill, and then finishing it off brilliantly. But smart play, getting to the headshot angle where your HP doesn't really matter. So fortunate for SK that actually goes into their favor. The tough part is Neo had to make that decision if he rotates away back to the B bomb sites or stick around to help out Taz, because the pressure stopped. Bolts backed away. There was one, I think that was Cold Zero in the halls who hadn't come out yet, so Neo just makes the wrong call at the wrong time.
Well then. SK brought back that pistol round, all thanks to Bolts, it seems. But now Taz calling for backup, and a lot is coming. In fact, the whole team is about to show up here, so Molotov towards the coils, or coffins if you prefer. Bialy somehow sneaking his way through against Fur. He's going to pick up that Mac 10. Everybody's flashed. And Bolts is still going to get the kill. Getting the right angle, doing a bit of damage there, and it looks like SK really want to back out of this. Yeah, well, I mean, when you see all the VP members jumping up and getting into position and being aggressive and flashbangs coming through, SK really doesn't need to have anything to do with this